I'm highly spiritual. 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 I'm highly spiritual.
Peace and love. Welcome back to another segment of the Highly Emotional Podcast. I just had it's so crazy. I just had I want to say what I would call like a spiritual breakthrough. I just had a download, an epiphany. I realized that for a while I've been operating in my shadow and I didn't even realize it. I think that my spirit showed me like signs little by little that I've been talking more instead of walking more. And by seeing people say this, by hearing people say this, my spirit has been speaking through me, or God, or the divine sacred source is speaking through other people to me to ask the question, am I truly walking the walk of what I want to be for myself? And I've been doing it unconsciously. I've been in a place of like settling, because I realized that when you cannot escape the matrix, sometimes the mental construct of society standards, you realize you cannot break the system or beat the system, so you start losing the fight. The fight of being who you want to be, who you deserve to be. And I think at times I just settle for just being my shadow, but I don't return to the practice of having balance. And so I'll go through these periodic stages of like just accepting, the shadow. And what I'm saying is I've been eating unhealthy lately. I haven't been productive on the sense of maintaining my spirit, maintaining my vibration. Even when I play like video games, I feel like I give into my shadow, and then it becomes inauthentic to being what I want to be for myself. And then I look and I say, like, I have this sense of like resentment where I'll sit here and be like, well, if I'm too much of peace and love, then, there's certain people who's going to try me. There's certain people who are going to be like, man, this spirit, peace and love and light, type of situation. But I think I need to let go of that care. Although I realize that my ego is protecting me, I need to let go of that belief, that thought. I mean, that doesn't represent who I am. Just because I'm spiritual doesn't mean that I can't talk about the things that have affected my life, because without those things, I wouldn't be who I am now. But that's the question. It's like, when can I be two places at one time and still be authentically me? Because if I'm compromising who I am for the sake of how people will view me, then I'm being inauthentic. And then that's when, I get the download that says, just be. Like, just be what, bro? Like what does it mean to just be? Like, do I just let go of my expectations for what I think my spiritual essence is, or my shadow belief is? Or am I feeding my shadow too much and saying, oh, well, when I'm on a game, or when I'm in the studio, or when I'm here, I can be my shadow, but how can I still implement my light? Because I'm tired of people thinking that I'm only in my shadow. I'm tired of people thinking that maybe I'm not as spiritual as I claim I am. And maybe I'm not as spiritual as I claim I am. Maybe that doesn't even matter at all. Maybe what truly matters is that I just have fun, enjoy life, and be. And when my spirit says, meditate, be positive, then I be. And when my shadow says, hey, I gotta protect you real quick, maybe it's okay to consciously allow it. I think I gotta teach myself to say, hey, ego, hey, it's all good, Brody. I got this. I have this concept of like the warrior's mind state where I realize that I have to do what I have to do because I'm chosen to lead. And at times I feel like I don't even know, what does it mean to lead? Like, am I leading the right way? I become fearful because I don't want people to look at me and think that I'm fucking perfect when I know that there's certain things that I subconsciously still hide from my light essence. Because then I would ask questions like this. I would ask, like, am I really a good person? I know my intentions are that, but are my actions speaking or showing what my intentions are? And I don't feel like they are. I feel like before we jump to these ideologies of how we can save people and leading people, I think that first we have to realize that even as a leader, you still have to put up the fight. You cannot complete this journey. You can't just say I'm the leader. You can't say I've conquered my shadow and I've overcame my shadow and now I'm perfect, because although you are perfect because you are a creation of the Most High, you're still imperfect. So it's okay to be who you are within your shadow. It's okay to be flawed. It's okay to deal with the things that you're dealing with. How do I communicate to the people around me that even when I'm in my shadow, I'm using it for the sake of light, in the name of light? Am I truly doing what's right for those around me? I think this is the matter. This is the conversation that I have to have with myself in order to even become who I want to become. Like, I have to be willing to ask these questions, because if I don't ask these questions, then I'm unaware. I'm unconscious. And then I'm just letting my subconscious just make the decisions for me. So I have to ask the questions. With the warrior's mentality, I just realized I have to lead. And at times, with the warrior's mentality, sometimes I want to conquer. I want to be angry. I want to be destructive. Like, I know it feels so fucking good to just one day be so angry you could just like destroy your whole house. Destroy, like, just allow your anger just to run wild just for one moment. We need that. We need the opportunity to just be angry, to be wild, to be in the shadow completely and let loose without worrying about the consequences of how the world will perceive us or what we would do wrong. Because we won't put ourselves in a situation where we can harm someone. We can only just release. It's like you need to cry a million tears, but you're scared that people are going to call you a crybaby. If I release all my anger, if I release all my pain, if I just be destructive in the moment, then people are going to perceive me as a monster or somebody who's crazy. So where can I do that? Where can I go that I can scream, I can grunt, I can rip things apart? Because even when you're in a fucking destruction room or something like that, it still isn't, it's like, it's not enough, bro. You're worried about the time and worried about, this. No, I don't want to think about that. I just want to possess my anger in a form to where I can let it run wild. Be able to process my pain, my trauma, and face it. Not just speaking to it, but to truly react in a sense of like destructiveness. I want to punch, I want to kick, I want to scream, I want to bite, I want to explode. So lately I know I've been acting in my shadow, and that's probably what it is. What it is that my shadow wants that, and yet it's like, I told you I wanna destroy stuff, but yet you want to allow me to destroy. So therefore, I'm gonna take over, and I'm gonna be at the forefront now, because that peace and love nigga, he was too peace and lovey for me. And that's it. That's really what it is. My shadow gets too tired of trying to be perfect based upon someone telling me I'm not spiritual as I think. You know how stupid that sounds? You don't even know anything about yourself, but yet you willing to point the finger at other people. You a dummy. And that's my shadow. Like, you're a fucking dummy. You're a fucking idiot. You think that you could judge me? You think that you could fucking judge me? You don't even understand how much I try. You don't know how much I'm suffering within to have to be this light being that you see. You don't even understand. People like you don't even exist in my reality. Because if I allowed you to exist in my reality, you would see my shadow for what it is. You can't fuck with me. You can't. So therefore, it's so much easier to just be peace and love. Because I'm not giving you that power, because if I show you my demon, you're going to be afraid. You're going to be afraid because you ain't nothing like me. You're not willing to put up the fight. You're not willing to be conscious. And that's what I got to do. I have to be willing to be conscious. I have to be willing to still maintain who I am, because I know that there are limits where my shadow can compromise my whole life. So this is the point where I have to be conscious and say, hey, listen here, Mr. Shadow. Kensuke Yoramato. Listen. Hey, we don't have to keep in this way. We can be Tuesday Night Swim, peace, love, and light. Because even though people think that maybe we're protecting them, we're truly protecting ourselves. I need to release this. I need to release this type of shit. Like, I didn't want to even do this and talk like this in the camera, because I normally don't do it. But fuck what you talking about. I am the definition of peace, love, and light. Because that is my magic. That is my password to maintain the veil of showing you my love for you. Because if I showed you what I desire, if I showed you my lower vibration, you'd be afraid. The willingness that I have to protect my light, you don't understand it. You don't got nothing to lose. I have everything to lose. So I have to protect myself. My shadow has to protect myself from my light. It has to. My shadow has to protect my light because people would take advantage of my light if it wasn't for my shadow. So I have to maintain my peace. I have to maintain my sanity, my love for the people that I love, because it's my job. I was designed and selected, and I chose to be the leader of my tribe. So even when I'm sad, it's okay to be sad, but I can't allow it to be my image. If I'm angry, it's okay to be angry, but I cannot allow it to be my image. I have to save that energy to protect my light when it's time to protect my light, when it's time to protect my love, when it's time to protect my peace. So protect your peace. And if those people ever try to play with you, let them know. Hey, peace and love, brother. Peace and love is the magic spell that protects your light, because behind it lies your shadow. Thank you, Spirit. Till next time, peace, love, and light. Swim.